It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. So it's Sonny Edwards. He's 160 centimeters tall with a reach of 152 centimeters. And he'll be facing El Niño de Oro. Tip the scales at 118 pounds even. He's 5'8" with a reach of 68.9 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
It's showtime. Sonny Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today. El Niño de Oro, Jorge Linares, one of the greatest fighters in the history of Venezuela, who won his first world title back in 2007.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a flyweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned three-division champion of the world, El Niño de Oro, Jorge Linares.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. So here we go. Should be a good one. And that's a scoring straight left hand. He misses with that straight left. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
And follow with a straight right hand. And they figure out the combination to this set.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. Misses with the straight left. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. The game plan does not... Here we go. It's round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
He's my kind of fight. He's boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Insane action. Good straight left. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That hook scores. Missing with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. There's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know. That was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Well done with that counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice job blocking the left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edwards in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab not finding its target. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain over brawn.
Big hook doesn't land. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Edwards in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I need you to go back out there.
Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They blocked the left there. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Stick him on the end of a jab.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again. When your legs come...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Jorge Linares is in some serious, serious trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Through the straight left, but it won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally. Here we go. It's round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Blocks the straight left. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Sonny Edwards took that really bad. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at them.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Ooh, what a punch, and that sends Showtime to the floor. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Edwards in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Why would they try something that's obviously illegal? A swing and a miss with the right hook. The referee might need to take a point here. Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Only catching air with that hook. Beautiful counters. That is illegal. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. The Venezuelan is rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
An illegal move there. You you can't do that. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. I'm worried. And we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous. Like they're in that.
That's not legal. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he misses with that straight left. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched him? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about.
And there's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Some big trouble here for Showtime Sonny Edwards. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Let's watch that again in replay from a different...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. The referee not going to be happy with that illegal move. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punching. The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. That right uppercut misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. What are they thinking? That's clearly illegal. Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
DAZN now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just to...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round.
Feel good? Good, man.
On to the 12th. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
And Sonny Edwards got Bambi legs here. Looks like trouble was averted.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Referee calls time, and we'll look at the cut. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. There's no... Did you see that? Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards. How is this fight still continuing?
DAZN now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense.
This round's still up for... Did you see that? Sonny Edwards is certainly in some real trouble here. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.